Right. Sam, okay. I think we're live. Output, hold on. Video. Maybe not, who knows. Properties. Snap. Okay, we're good. Alright, here we are. Okay, sorry about that. I was just having a little bit of an issue with the webcam, but it should be working okay. Yeah, I thought I'd pop on. I do apologise for it being frozen in the beginning. Hi Tommy, Leanne, Shazad, Double Decker Couch, Closet Geek. Yeah, I was just sorting it out. Sorry guys, it just froze for a few seconds. Yeah, I thought I'd just pop on and do. I've got some work to do, and I want to get it done this evening. So I've actually got some invoices here, and I want to get these listed onto eBay, and then not into eBay, onto the website, and then onto eBay. So I thought I would do that. I'll say a few hellos as well, and then I'm gonna get on and do some listing, and like we can do a bit of chatting and whatnot, that kind of stuff. If you want, or you can just listen to me ramble about stuff. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. I don't know. I'm gonna drink some Sainsbury's Coke Zero. It's 45 pence for a 2 litre bottle, so I'm sure it's excellent. Alex Fox, hi Alex, how are you? Tracy Park says life equals issues. Oh gosh, yeah. Tommy and Tracy, I just want to apologise for and to anyone that was viewing Tommy and Tracy's live stream this morning. I just want to apologise really, because you should never talk about politics and things like that, and especially when you're a bit thick like me. I don't really everything I said there was probably wrong, or it was just anyway, that's by the by. Sally Kelly, how are you? Leanne says I've just switched over from Mel's video, she is premiering. Whoops. Thank you for popping over though, Leanne. You can always come back to this. I'm gonna just be, like I said, I'm just gonna be doing a bit of listening. There's no actual video today. I didn't record any video. And Alex says, like your cut. Oh, thank you. Rebecca cut my hair, my wife. So I'm exhausted. I blame Zahir, says Tracy. You can blame me if you wish. I've managed to mount my microphone onto my broken chair that I've got over here. So it's very precarious because it's actually mounted onto the armrest of this chair. Well, it's broken chair here. It's completely destroyed. And this is just clinging on. I've got a bad feeling that at some point this arm is going to fall off. But I'll catch it if that happens. Hey Aid, how are you? Hi Jack, hi Brum. So I am serious. I'm actually gonna do some work. That is gonna be the plan here. I'm gonna actually, do some work. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't know how much work I'll do. I'm hoping I'll do a fair amount, but you just never know. I've got a few listings I want to just get done and out of the way. Onto the website. Brum Reseller. By the way, guys, for those of you that aren't, I'm sure most of you in the chat already are viewers of Brum Reseller. Definitely worth checking out his channel. Absolutely fantastic. He's a natural. He's like a natural video maker. He has a great personality. Amazing, like that deadpan kind of vibe going on. But he's got that kind of cheeky twinkle in his eye, and he sings songs and is an acrobat athlete as well. Definitely check out Brum Reseller as well. Antiques work at 11:30. I'm ready to crash. Well, it's because I think it's because I didn't do as much as I wanted to earlier on, and it's more than that. I've only got a certain amount. I've got these invoices. I think I've got in total. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got like a handful. Maybe I've got like, I don't know, a few listings to do. Maybe about 30, 40 listings perhaps. And then that's it really. We'll go from there. I'm gonna I'm gonna just add these to the website, and I just want to get them done. I think they're kind of hanging over me. This is a lot of stock that I purchased in the run up. When we were open in November, I was like buying stock to, and we were selling it in the shop in the run up to Christmas, but I never managed to actually get this stuff onto the website. I didn't get it to list it on eBay, so I'm kind of wanting to get it done because it's bothering me. Hello Z, good idea, I need to get some work done. Hi Silver Manny, thank you for popping in. I'm busy listing, says Double Decker Couch, trying to get some items on to take advantage of the £1 final free promo. That's a good idea. Hi Aid. Aid says only started listing back today. I took far too long over Christmas. Yeah, Glock fan, how are you? Man, I wish we could get final listing value caps in the US. Ah, okay. You don't get them? Okay. World in My Eyes says, what's up? Oops, wrong channel. Oh man, that's kind of heartbreaking. I'm the wrong channel. But still. Oh, that's kind of sad. Why? Why am I the wrong channel? Can't I be the right channel? I don't know what to say. Niam says, hi Zahir, can I please have a shout out? You can, but you're in the wrong this is the wrong channel to be asking for a shout out. You need who's Nick? Who's Nick? What, World in My Eyes? Oh, World in My Eyes. Wait, is that some kind of like no, I didn't realize it was Nick. I didn't realize. I kind of feel bad now, but I don't really. Is that some kind of a Depeche Mode thing, I'm guessing? But yeah, Niam Quig, this is the wrong channel to be asking for shout outs. You need to go somewhere where there's like more people. You want to kind of do it in like a huge chat, because then you're more likely to get people that will unless you just wanted a shout out for some reason. It's my not so secret music channel. Yeah, I don't watch it, Nick. I'm not a Depeche Mode fan. Marcella says, I came here for and another person that's in the wrong chat. Marcella, you know not to come here for motivation by now, surely. Unless you get motivated by just watching me. I shouted you out. Now I'm sit back and wait for the money. There you go. That's who you want, Tommy. Z can't shout. His voice isn't loud enough. Is that a jibe? Like, is that some kind of jibe? Like, I don't know. Nick says, don't watch here, you'd hate it. By the way, I've just had £115 eBay sale. Look at that. £115 eBay sale. That's RC parts. Some guy bought like a whole bunch of vintage RC parts for a particular truck that I'm the only person on eBay that has them, and I've still got multiples. So yeah. No, I'm not entering the listing challenge, Andrew. Money Mental. I can't do listing. I'm literally doing this because it's annoying me. That's it. That's literally the only reason. I've got this stuff and it needs to get onto the interweb. That's all it is. It should be quite an easy process of it should be quite an easy process in terms of oh gosh. What am I doing here? Video capture device. Right, okay, we're good. Let's get rid of that here. And add a video capture device. Add existing. Make it smaller. And then put that there. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure some stuff out, guys. Yeah, don't watch that, you'd hate it. See the early nights are going to plan, says Harry. Yeah, they're not going completely to plan, Harry. I was having early nights, but I I can't always have early nights. It sometimes I just can't. Sometimes I just can't. Like these invoices these listings are annoying me. I just need to get them done. They're kind of, because once I've gotten them done, I'm pretty much set as to, like, I can then think forward what to buy next. That's what I'm saying. If that makes any sense. Krillin says, "What would you like for supper?" says Chris Tyler. Hi, Chris. Um, I don't know. I'm not hungry at the moment. Yes, Nick. That hall is still crazily paying the bills after all these years. There's no bigger chat than this. Also, you motivate me not to turn out like this. You showed the buyer's name. He's over in America. You know, you need more than that. If you all just seen Mel back from Burnet's video, she would blow you lot out of the listing challenge. She's a machine. She's got a VA. Okay. Tommy says, Shazam, I got my main account back today. Full restored, 2,400 listings. That's fantastic, Tommy. That's really good. So here, I was in and out of sleep early this morning and heard you. Oh gosh, no Glock fan. I want to take back everything I said. I'm not. This is why I don't go on Tommy and Tracy's chat. This is all Tommy and Tracy's fault. No, it's not all their fault. I mean, I'm not. No, I'm thick and I say thick things. That's what that was. That was my idea about the role of government. It was, yeah. Let's leave it at that. I'm a simple person. I should just stick to eating pies and things like that. I'm not going to talk about that stuff. It's good that they finally sorted all that out. Definitely. Why have you hidden honey for? All Tracy's fault. I'm sure Tommy is innocent. I don't know whose fault it was, but it's going on early in the morning like that. It kind of screws me up. It screws me up. Right. So I am actually gonna get on the listing. Yeah, I'm really sorry, Tommy and Tracy, and everyone that was in your chat this morning. I was talking about my idea of government and control, and I explained it very clumsily. Like, what I meant was government needs to control. Control is not a bad thing. It's kind of, like I'm not going to get into it again, but we do need control. As people need to be controlled. It's not actually a bad thing. People otherwise would not be nice to each other. And I suppose it's how that control is used, how it's manifested. You say dictator, but that's what it is. There's a balance between dictator and a democracy, right? It's that balancing act. But anyway, I don't want to talk about it because I should never talk about politics and stuff. Nice to finally catch you on the live after a lot of years of watching your content. Really, Robert? I feel bad for you for watching the content for many years, but thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. I've not been doing many lives recently. I kind of but that's the thing, Nick. This is what I mean, though. Democracy isn't about letting people don't have a clue. You're right. That's why democracy, you can't ever have full democracy. You don't want a full-on dictatorship, but you don't want a full-on democracy. You do need control. The government is there to control us because there are bad, but people will end up. Society won't function unless there is control. It's just how that control is kind of, But anyway, Glock says, just running with you, didn't mean to bring you down. I get you. No. I'm just not going to talk about this. I'm not talking about this anymore, okay? I'm not talking about this because I'm just ignorant. We are animals. If we had no consequences for our actions, we would all be outside. That's it. Exactly, Tommy. Like, you know what? I like to think I'm a good person, But if you told me there was no consequence to what you can do, like how my moral compass, everything is then up for grabs, right? Everything becomes up for grabs because you don't know how far you'll go. I mean, even with control, there are outliers in society that do things that horrify us and shock us, right? Um, no, Aid, don't watch it. Tommy, you got to take that down, man. Come on, just help me out. No, no. Democracy is 3 people in a 5-man boat voting to kill and eat the 2. Yeah, I think control is the word that gets you in trouble. Probably, Susie. Probably. There's many words that get me in trouble. Late night politics was the hair. It's kind of no. It's seriously not, Nick. It seriously isn't. It just is not. It is not the future. That would be the most awful thing. Can you imagine? Oh gosh, no. Let's see how long we can distract Z for. No, I am going to do some work. I'll share with you. Look, let me look. Here you go. Look at some work stuff. Here is my my website. This is like behind the behind the scenes of WordPress. So this is how I'm going to list on here, and then once I've listed on here, what will happen is, as if by magic, it's not really by magic, but as if by magic, I will have listed on eBay at the same time. Okay. I missed the first 12 minutes. This is longer than questions. That's terrible. Anyone seen The Purge? Funnily enough, even though I mentioned The Purge this morning, I've not seen The Purge, but I just have a rough idea of what it's about, and I've seen some clips. Z should go on InfoWars. I've never been on that website, Brum Reseller. I'll do some work if you do, dare ya. I'm going to do some work. Look. I'm listing a key ring. Okay, here we go. We are listing a key ring. There you go. Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, here we go. This is... Then I'm going to click the list on eBay button, or I've got an eBay template. And then I'm going to choose the correct category for the website so you can find it. We're going to go for keychains. And I'm going to price it up. Regular price. We're going to go for $8.99. Inventory, SKU. I'm going to copy the... Look at this. This is a listing happening. Live in motion listing. Here we go. We'll just put one quantity. I'm sure I've got more than one, but I'm just going to put one in there for now. Profile setting, good till cancelled. It's a fixed price and it's new. Then I'm going to copy across the EAN number. So here we go. Let's put the EAN number in, and then I need to get some photos of a said item. Got to have some photos of the said item. See, these are all things I really should have had listed by now, but these were bought in November when we were selling in the shop, and I was hoping, I suppose, that I wouldn't have to, what's it called? I was just hoping I wouldn't have to kind of, list them on the website. I thought I'd just sell them in the shop, but it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. It's always good to have all your eggs or whatever it is in different baskets, as they say. Okay, now if I preview that, it will load up the page. Look at this. There you go. There is my listing. Dungeons and Dragons, logo symbol, metal keychain. There we go. And there you go. That's that done, basically. I just press publish, and now that's going to be on the website. Now I can actually, then I'm going to just verify that, and that'll get verified. Yeah, we'll just leave it. Okay, what are people saying? Watch the 100. Doing good for you and yours can have disastrous effects on others. Deal with it, says Clock Fan. I will watch the 100. Just a question, a bit personal, but what is your average turnover per month? Trying to get a grasp of the Garstang market, says Alex. It's difficult to answer that. We had some amazing days, but we've only been open. We were opening from the 3rd of October till the end of October. Then we were locked down in November. Then we opened again, I think, on the something of December. And then again at the end of December, we were locked down. So we weren't open for very long. But we did have some really strong days, turning over a good amount. But at the moment, it would be almost pointless to share the numbers because they're wholesale as well, so it's different margins, but also it's not really accurate. I don't have data is the short answer. I don't have data yet, but there was a really good indicate, like for the time we were open, it was really good. We missed obviously like all of November's shopping, and we're going to miss all of January's and February's. Even in that small gap that we opened between Christmas and New Year's, even that we had some nice sales come through, which we're going to miss out on all the Christmas money sales now. But yeah. Average turnover per month, it's a difficult one to answer at the moment. Eventually I will be able to answer it, but we had some really good weeks, and really amazing days and some really amazing weeks. We're very happy. Hey Javelina Annie, how are you? Night's Life, thank you for popping in. Ricky Lee says hello. Hi Ricky Lee, how are you? Ricky Lee is also a channel you should definitely check out. Guy is full of charisma. He's sharp. Night's Life Richard, again, diamond geezer he is. So definitely check those people out. Mr. Sadie, how are you? Tap Peddler Derek. It's so nice to see everyone in the chat. It's actually really nice. It's kind of nice talking to people. I forget sometimes that it is actually fun to talk to people. But I don't know. I think I'm going a little bit stir crazy. Z, what's the cost on the website with commerce? I like how it lists to eBay. I don't know off the top of my head, Tommy, but I think it's around £15 a month. But that's because I also got an email from them to like have an email which relates to Only Cool Stuff as well. So I've got a zahira@onlycoolstuff.co.uk email address to go with the shop and everything. I think it's around £15 a month. So yes, 19 minutes in, Andrew could have done 25 listings so far. I'm sure he could have, hence why I am not entering in any listing competitions, because yeah, I'm not very good at that. Z, do you ever have to take any photos of products now? I try not to, Leanne. I actually try not to take I try not to take photos of my items, and the reason is because the stock photos generally are just so much better than what I can do. So when it's a new product, I try to use the stock images, but obviously if I do start getting some used stuff in, I nearly had my first like used deal, but it fell through because the guy wanted too much money for what he had, in my opinion, to resell. But I've actually had someone reach out to me now, and there is someone else that's meant to be getting back to me with some stuff as well. So I will be selling used items, and obviously with those I will be taking my own photos, like always. Long story short, Krillin says, top of the morning. Hi Krillin, how are you? The better answer is he will never have data. Thanks, Tommy. Perfectly understandable. Now I will answer it. Answer it, Alex. It's just it really we've been closed for more than we've been since having the lease. We've been closed for much longer than we're going to be than we've been open, and plus also we have the time we were trading to have missed out on November is like that's quite a big deal, especially if you're a toy shop. Not a large enough sample sizes, as they say in the poker world. Yes, Mr. Sadie. You really think he has his shop to make money? He does it for the steak and cheese pies. Yeah, exactly. Um, Ricky Lee says, "Oh, thanks." Oh no, not at all, not at all, guys. Ricky Lee, Night's Life, both great channels. Nothing compares to the MMUK charisma true story. I will let you, the chat, decide how much charisma Andrew has, considering he has had to mention that he has charisma himself, and he's actually had to mention that himself. So I don't think that looks good in the charisma ratings. If you have to tell people you have charisma, it tends to mean you don't. But Andrew, check out Andrew's channel as well, Monumental UK. He's got his HQ, which is very impressive on the serious note, very impressive. And considering he's got a full-time job, it makes it all the more impressive, actually. So there's so many different people doing different things, very, very different. I like that. Tap Peddler as well. Just started some listing now. Derek as well. Derek's another good channel. Definitely check out Derek. He's Tap Peddler. Derek actually made quite an interesting video the other day where he did something quite honest, which is when you get hauls and you're super excited about your haul and you're like, oh my god, guys. Well, I know not all of you, this only applies to people that make YouTube videos like myself. Oh my god, guys, look at this cup. It's amazing. It's Lego. You can see the holographic images. This has to be worth at least 30 quid all day. And then when it comes to sell it, you really took an offer for a fiver and you shipped it. And then you had to refund it because the guy got it and thought it was naff. Tap Peddler Derek did a really nice video where he actually went back and looked at the video where he first bought the item and talked about it with a hindsight kind of perspective, and it was a really good idea. And I think that should be you should definitely watch it if you enjoy watching reselling videos. I would say definitely worth watching. Right. Are you still using the one? No, Ricky Lee. This is not. This is my. Okay, this is a really nice Canon camera. This is a EOS M6 Mark II mirrorless camera. I like my cameras. It's something I don't talk a huge amount about cameras, but I love my cameras. And it's a cool camera. It's decent, it's compact, good quality, but I'm actually using a really cheap video capture device. But yeah, the quality is good. The quality will get even better when I get a different lens. I want to get a different lens as well. He has enough charisma to win the listing challenge well after Nick George and the Pain Brothers. Daryl, that was a low blow. Andrew, stop listing. It's the law in Wales, no listing after 11 p.m. Now Nick is just making up false laws now. That is clearly not true. I stopped listing ages ago, Nick. I hit 100 and thought I'd have a break. Really? Okay. Oh, gosh. Thanks, Z. I plan to do another next week. Basically replace my haul videos till I have a haul to show. Yeah, it's just a nice, it's an original take on, it's an original take on it. So yeah, I thought it was really good. Hi Keely, how are you? What is going on is, as you can see, I'm furiously listing. Furiously listing. So yeah, that's what's going on. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so next item I'm gonna list is a Dungeons and Dragons ampersand snapback cap. So let me just get that up on the old website. Get Swifty. Do you know what else I've been doing, guys? Like, should I tell you what one of the reasons I want to get this listing done and out of the way is Rebecca has just bought me my Christmas present and I cannot wait. I'm so excited about it. I'm really, really, really excited about it. I've got oh god, I'm just buzzing. She's bought me an arcade stick. Obviously I told her which one I wanted, but she wanted to buy me a present, and I was like, a Christmas present, and I'm like, oh, I'm just buzzing for it. And I've got all these I've been going through a big nostalgia phase, a really big nostalgia phase. I don't know what's kicked it off. but I feel really nostalgic at the moment. It might be because of the lockdown or whatever, I don't know, but I'm actually almost just desperate to kind of get those old kind of memories and stuff. And even though it's not the same, okay, you, this is you cannot play fighting games with this, okay? If you see someone playing fighting games with a control pad, I just can't do it. Personally, I can't do it. I need an arcade stick, and I've been playing all my old school games. I've got all these emulators now on my computer, and like I've got what is it? I've got Marvel versus Capcom, X-Men versus Street Fighter, Third Strike, 03, aka Alpha 3, all of my favorite old school sprite 2D Capcom fighters. And I cannot wait to get my arcade stick and then just sit here and practice combos. Oh, I just cannot wait. I'm just buzzing for it, absolutely buzzing for it. Um, okay. Did you manage to stock Pokemon cards? Says Nick. I did get a box of Pokemon cards in, and they sold. And then like all this lockdown stuff has happened, and I've not like I've not really bought any more because I'm not really a collector of them or anything. So, but I will be buying when we reopen. My plan is just to have my plan is to have a box of the latest Pokemon card, a box of the latest Magic, and a box of the latest Yu-Gi. But if anyone gets all like, oh, do you do this or that with cards? I'll be like, look, those are all I've got, right? Okay, just take it or leave it. I don't have the room or the knowledge for trading cards, but they are obviously hot. So I think having a box of Pokemon cards is quite cool. Beck is amazing. Can she call my wife and let her know how it's supposed to be done? Oh gosh, if your wife, what would your wife say if she saw that, or would she just be like, "Oh, you knob" or something? Like, what would she say? Like, I'm interested, vlog fan. Nick says that's age kicking into here. Nostalgia is all we have left. Oh, thanks, Nick. That's really making me feel good. I am gonna hit 40 this year. The other thing is like suddenly I wanted my, this is the weirdest thing, guys. Right? Well, it's not that weird, I suppose, but I have a hazy memory, like from when I was really young, like 4 or 5 years old, of my first toy that I really remember. And the first toy I ever remember was a Transformer. I had no idea which one I had or anything, right? And but I remember playing with it and smashing this thing up. It was the coolest jet transformer. It used to be like a jet fighter. It had like a rubber cone nose, and like it had like all this amazing transformation, and it had bits that were like die cast metal. I mean, this thing was like solid. I remember it, and I remember also it being destroyed, like the stickers, because there was a sticker that was like a hologram, and I used to, for some reason, just rub at the stickers, and I ended up pretty breaking half of it. I remember just taking it apart and putting it back together. I remember how the wings came off and everything. And again, because of this nostalgia kick, I went and Google searched, purple cone transformer, purple jet transformer, and I knew it was a Decepticon because I remember very vividly the sticker on it, and I found out it was a G1 thrust that I had. That was the name of the transformer I had. And again, I literally had to fight the urge, and I'm still fighting the urge to go and spend like a boatload of, probably not that much really, maybe like 150, 200 quid or something on getting a mint one if I could. I really, really wanted it. And I still really, really want it. I look at them and I'm always looking for like, I'm looking for, the perfect one, like, and I'm like, I've got to fight myself to not buy it, because what am I going to do if I buy it? So it was just, oh gosh, like this transformer brings back so many memories, and I don't like I don't, that's what I want. It's probably not, it's not even like the most popular transformer. I mean, I've seen, obviously some transformers figures can go for a really silly money. This is actually considerably not so bad. I mean, comparably not so bad, but that's the one I want. I don't care about having any other transformer. I want that one because that was the one that I had. That was the one I remember playing with. That's what my parents bought me. And thinking about it, how lucky was I to get that toy back then? Because it wouldn't have been cheap back then. I mean, it was a solid toy. Like, you know, it was like, had like die cast metal with, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, yeah. Aid says, I used to love my emulators. Oh god, emulators nowadays, Aid, are mind bending. I've got the most amazing Nintendo 64 emulator. I've got a Dreamcast emulator. My favorite consoles, by the way, guys, are the Sega Saturn. Yeah, the Sega Saturn and the Sega Dreamcast. Believe it or not, those are actually my favorite video game consoles. And the reason is I used to chip them and play the Japanese games. Absolutely love the Japanese games, the fighting games, the artwork on them, etc. Just adored those, and I'm in love with those, and that's kind of what I really like. And the emulators you can get now are fantastic. They're really, really good, very easy to use. It's amazing how quickly this stuff has kind of grown, and yeah, definitely get into it, Aid. I wonder what happened to Dominic Diamond. Don't we all? He was awesome. He loved waggling his joystick. Yes, do it. There's such a draw once people know you're a stockist. We had people come every week for their card fix. They are a geek magnet, says Nick. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing one of each. Thank you, Mr. Buys a lot. Oh, thank you, Mr. Buys a lot. That is very kind of you, Brian. $10 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it was the G1 Thrust. It was his name. And that's what I'm going to be looking out for, a G1 Thrust. I remember he had these little plastic gloves, like not gloves, like his fists were like an accessory that you'd add on once you transformed him. But I really do appreciate that, Brian. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Beck, says the truth. I wanted Optimus Prime for Christmas in the 80s, but never got it. So yeah, it was sold out. I have an original Stretch Armstrong, and I loved it. I must be a baby here. I was into wrestling when I was younger. I had a lot of figures and rings and stuff like that. Some that would be worth good money, even used, if I still had, says Keely. Definitely. Everyone thinks I'm late 30s, early 40s, Keely, but I'm 51. 51 is still plenty young. I need to message you, Z, about new emulators, as it's been years since I played them. Go ahead, definitely. I've been delving deep into the world of emulation. I've got some really good emulators, and honestly, like the way they run is amazing. Oh, there was no sound on the super chat. I'm sorry about that. I think I know why, actually. Yeah, that would explain it, wouldn't it? So here. Why there's no sound on the super chat. I heard it all really nicely though. There we go. I think you should be able to get sound now. I think you'll be able to get sound. But really appreciate that, Brian. Yeah, Space Invaders and Pong were the hot video games when I was a kid, says Susie. When I was in college, we played Mushroom on Sega Genesis for 36 hours straight. Wow, that's crazy. I might have a loose, complete one of Thrust. Really? I do want to get like one that's fully complete, definitely, Brian. That's what I want. I just absolutely love. There's a new one on eBay for 24. Nah, that can't be right, Thomas. Not a new one. I want like an OG, whatever one I had. It can't be 24. I don't know. I've been looking. They're not 24. Not complete. There's loads on there which is like missing tons of bits and pieces. So yeah. All right. It's now midnight. It's a remake for 24. I don't want a remake. Nah. No remakes. No, thank you. But thank you for checking, though, Thomas. I do appreciate it. All right, I am going to now... What was I saying? I still haven't listed my Dungeons & Dragons ampersand snapback cap. So let's do this, shall we? Hey there, big girls really do cry. Lainey, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Right, I am going to now. Let's do some snapback cap listing, shall we, guys? Let's get this done. Right, D&D. Currently, this snapback cap is being worn by the Thanos bust in the window of the shop. You know what? I found that in the short time that we were open, one thing I have found though is how well like merch sells. Things like the caps and the wallets, the prints, those things are just amazing. I absolutely love those. I'm going to be stocking a lot more once I've gotten up to date with all my listing. I'm going to be ordering a lot more of that kind of stuff. Baseball caps. We are going to use a flat rate shipping. Oh wow, I didn't even do enable free shipping. It's the closed games toys. 21.99 inventory. I'm gonna put the SKU in as well. Bear with me, guys. I want to at least get a few listings done while I'm live. You know, I am gonna go back into the chat momentarily, so please bear with me. I'm just getting another listing done, and then I can have a sip of Coke and chat with you guys. Let's get this EAN number copied across as well. This is one of the things I love about dealing with new stock, though, is it's all very it's all dealt with, isn't it? It's all kind of dealt with. Let's get some photos. Oop, no, save image. Let's save image. Go for the back as well. We'll save image. Set product image. I'm going to select files. Right. Oh, I've done two of the back one. That's no good, is it? That is literally no good. Save image. There we go. Okay. I'm going to open that one for the main product image, and then the gallery images are going to be the other photos, which are that one and that one. Zahid, do you remember an arcade game called Defender? That was my favorite. It sounds familiar. It sounds familiar. Brum Reseller says big money in Gundam figures. Yes, there certainly is. I saw that on your video, the Brum Reseller. But yes, those model kits, Gundam and all that kind of stuff. Bandai figures, generally, you know, kits some of them can be worth a lot of money. Okay, let's preview this listing. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, that was a horrible cough. There you go, that's what that will look like, and then you'll be able to see it there. That's the cap. Superb, and then I'm going to publish that. You should have a sip of drink. I'm really liking my new table as well. I'm going to verify the eBay listing as well. This is your website, not eBay, is it here? Correct, Keely, this is my website. But what this does is once I have, like, so now that I've listed it on the website, you can see that on this section here, these listings say verified, and what I can do is I can publish them. And if I publish to eBay, what it's going to do is it will publish these listings onto eBay. Ta-da! There we go. There we go. Okay, so those are now published to eBay, and I will then be able to, I can actually then view them on eBay as well. So if I press view eBay, and what I've done, you'll see that on my website, you can see that this cap, you saw that when I was listing the cap, it said $21.99. But then once it goes onto eBay, you can see it says $24.19. And the reason is, even though I'm listing it to eBay, I'm not like desperate to sell it on eBay, because I know I'll get that money for these caps in the shop, all day long. People love these caps. They've been selling nicely. I don't need to go into price wars with other online sellers. Obviously I might consider it if the shop stays closed forever and ever. But what I've done is every time I list onto eBay, it automatically adds 10% onto the price for me as well. And then you can see this is how it lists the item. So we've got my stock photo, and then down here it does like a little thing, and then you've got all the little photos down here as well. So that's just how it works. So it's pretty cool. Hi Richard, just noticed Z was live, thought I'd pop in and say hi. Hi Vinny. Vinny is someone I want to talk to more as well, because he's been running a shop for yonks, and when it comes to cards and stuff, he knows his cards and all that stuff. Because sometimes I think I should buy some boxes like people do now, and store them and stuff. I don't know, people do that, I don't know. Yellow Brick Road Reselling. Do you use a plugin on WordPress for your store? I use many plugins, Yellow Brick Road. Yeah, you have to use a variety of plugins. So the store is run under a plugin called WooCommerce, which you can see here. And then there's lots of plugins. So for example, I installed a plugin called Point of Sale, which we're going to use in the shop. And that gives a really nice kind of layout for like to show items. So for example, in the shop, how do I explain this? Point of Sale will allow us to use a nice user interface, like point of sale software. So when we're selling stuff, we can use that on a tablet or on a computer or whatever, and then it will sync the stock from the website, and then in turn from eBay as well. So it's really good. It's really automating. I'm trying to automate as much of it as I can, make it as seamless as I can, because obviously now, once the shop is open, I'm going to have to make sure that my stock levels are correct physically in the store, on the website, and on eBay, and potentially on Amazon as well, because obviously I can use WordPress to then also do the same thing and list on Amazon. So potentially 4 platforms. I'm not dealing with Amazon at the moment. I think doing these 3 is enough. So having my own website, having an eBay store, and having a physical store, I think is enough to chew off when you're a novice like I am. So it's all about integrating it and using the right plugins. Yeah. And what else are people saying? I'm thinking of creating my own website store for planners, says Yellow Brick Road. Yeah, honestly, it's a great thing to go through. I wouldn't expect a great deal from it. If I'm honest with you guys, most of the sales we've had on the website have come from you guys on YouTube, right? Most of the sales. There's been a handful of sales, like literally a few sales which have come from me sharing items on our Facebook page, and a handful of sales, and by handful I literally mean just a few people who have decided to use click and collect locally. So local customers that have wanted to buy something, and then they have gone and bought on the website and come and collected from the shop. The majority of sales I've had on the website has been through YouTube. So bear that in mind, that it is not going to be an easy thing to grow your website. And I think I need to speak to, there's tea cakes in the chat. I'm sure Leanne's probably got some knowledge on this as well, and I'm sure there's a few others of you as well. Building your website and getting people to shop on your website is not an easy thing, and is the reason why we pay eBay fees, because they've done all of that for you. But if you can get your own website off the ground, and you can do it, there's obviously, you've got to be prepared to spend money on getting the word out. You're going to have to make sure you spend a bit of money promoting it, either on Facebook, on Google, whatnot, just spreading the word that you are there even. And then yeah, so that's just something to think about. I mean, but I really am at the beginning of this myself. But so yeah. I'm interested in the top chat. Let's go to the live chat. Mm-mm. This is wizardry, says Aaron. Okay. You know, T Cakes is very, very good at SEO. T Cakes is good at is good on a lot of stuff. So and he's successfully built his business on his own website. So I definitely do want to. I definitely do want. Well, to be honest with you, Yellow Brick Road website, Shopify, it's the same kind of thing. It's still, you still need to get the word out. Even if you open a Shopify website, you're still going to need to get the word out. So you're going to have to do some kind of marketing. You're going to have to do some kind of marketing, and it's really important that you kind of have that in place. I would say so. That's just that's just something to bear in mind. Okay, I need to now. We're going to list another item, product. These are all little things that kind of, need to be listed. Yeah. Okay. Righty then. The next item to be listed is this Star Wars keychain. It was actually a really nice keychain of C-3PO. It's actually pretty cool. Oh, hold on. I've not actually switched you across. Let me just switch you across again. The site that I had years ago was done via ClickSite, says Daryl, the Sweat Mopper. Okay. We use one SaaS, says Daisy Chain Clothing, to automatically sync stock levels between eBay and our Shopify store. Huge time saver for something that shouldn't be done manually. Our account's always spot on, very worthy. There you go. And by the sounds of it, Daisy Chain Clothing has her own Shopify store, so that's might be worth. If you want to, you can share what you did to kind of get your website known. Was it sending cards with your eBay sales to promote your website? I know that's quite a popular method. Like if you sell something on eBay, to slip in a little business card with you, which technically I believe is against terms of service. So be careful. But thank you for sharing that, Daisy Chain Clothing. Tommy says Tea Cakes ranks number 2 on the tea he sells on Google without spending any money on Google ads. That's impressive. That is impressive. Definitely. That's some skill that you do want to learn. Okay, list on eBay, and I've got to make sure that is in the keychains where they are. We are going to go for flat rate shipping. I always go for... I don't know if I even need to kind of do all of this, but I kind of do it anyway. That's my eBay policy. Inventory. Okay, let's do this. I don't need to fill in the SKU. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I don't know. Put a couple of those in there. It is fixed price, is GTC. I don't even think I need to fill this stuff out here either, but it does it for you. It's quite automated, it's quite good, but it doesn't take long. I like to make sure it's done. EAN. Okay, that's all that done. Time to get some photos. Save image. Save image. I'm going to save image. I'm going to set product image. We'll go for that as the product image. We're going to go for the gallery images here. And if I publish that, that will be done. That's another listing done. That's what I like about this. That is what I like about it. And then I can go and verify. I can preview the changes. Let's preview the changes. Yay, there we go. That's fine. That's quite a cool keychain as well. Got a little NES one there, little PlayStation one. That's quite cool. Okay. And then verify. Okay. It is impressive because I have zero clue on how to do any. No, I was genuinely saying that. I wasn't being sarcastic, Tommy. It is genuinely impressive. Yeah, to be able to rank on Google without spending any money on Google ads is clearly, that's impressive. I mean, you know. I sent 10k cards to promote the website. I just ordered 20k more cards today. Oh wow, there you go. Shazad's someone else that also is promoting his website. 10,000 cards. See, that is something I am not doing. But I think going forward, I should obviously do that. Anytime I sell obviously I won't send it to people that are buying RC parts. It's kind of pointless because I'm only listing those on eBay. But if someone buys a non-RC item, so if someone buys a pop culture item from eBay, I should have a card to send, and I don't. I really do need to get that sorted out. Man, I should have a business card sorted, shouldn't I? Some kind of little like nice card to put in the parcel and be like, and if you shop on our website, you can have 10% off type thing. Check out our website and get 10% off. Yes, that's what I should do. Duh. I don't do all these things I should do. It's really ridiculous. Better to do it now than figure it all out later, says Mike. Very true, Mike. Keely says, does the website cost much to run? Is it paying for itself? It doesn't cost much to run. It costs me about £15 a month, I think. And most months it does pay for itself, but for many months in the beginning it didn't. But I originally got the website when we first got our office space, and the reason was to appear like more professional. So like when I was doing like my RC stuff, and I was like heavily into the RC stuff, the website I've got another domain called Only Cool RC, and I had it full of RC stuff, and I used to use when I used to approach companies like RC companies about, you know, opening accounts with them, even though I didn't have a physical shop. It was you don't have to have a physical shop to open accounts with wholesalers, but you do have to have your own website, and the website's got to look like it's a proper website, as in, you know, you have worked on it, it's not empty and stuff. So that was the reason I originally got the website, was so I could approach wholesalers and stuff, because when you approach them, you can at least say, I do sell on eBay, but I also have, you know, my own website. Here it is, all these items listed, etc. Yeah. Z, put it on your list. Very good point, Leanne, but my notepad is at work. It's not here. I only bought these invoices home. Damn it. I'm going to have to just send a note to myself. I'm going to send a note to myself or something. I'll do like a note to self type thing, and then that way I should hopefully be okay. Right, so that is verified. I can always publish that later. I'm just going to carry on listing. So that's done. Next thing I've got a list is a Star Wars X-Wing rubber keychain, The Force Awakens. Let's do it, shall we? Let's do it. I'm being productive, guys. This is what it's all about, I think. Where is it? Force Awakens. There we are. Star Wars, The Force Awakens, X-Wings logo, metal keychain, multicolor, new product. Paste that in there. official licensed merch. Paste that in there. List it on. So you can see there's a tick box there for list on Amazon. But I need to kind of sort all of that out. But eventually I'll be listing on Amazon at the same time as well by clicking that box too. So that's going to be the plan. I'm just trying to kind of, I just want to sort it all out properly. Use flat rate. Let's do other 48 and Co's Games Toys. These keychains I believe are just $3.99. Inventory. Any questions or topics you guys want to talk about as well, please feel free. I think I've probably got a couple of those. Shipping, inventory. I'll just put one in for now just in case. I know I've got more than one, but I just can't think yet because I'm at home. Fixed price GTC new. Let's put the EAN in. Copy, enter EAN. And we're going to go for PayPal and returns there. And it's time to get the photos. Oh, there's only one photo for this one. That's nice and easy then. Set product image, select file. We can preview that as well. Yep, that'll do fine. Publish. I just add to every order. 20,000 cards will only last me about 3-ish months. That's crazy numbers, man. That is crazy numbers. Mike Dando says, get about 1,000 cards and just put a code and only valid for the year. You can get one generated on your website. Yeah, I can generate discount codes and things like that, and there's plugins for it as well, Mike. So that's a good idea. I'm gonna get that sorted. I need to kind of sit down and like design like a little business card. I know it's quite easy. I've got all the files like of the Only Cool Stuff logo and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I should have been doing it. It was one of the things that I knew I should have been doing, and it's just completely slipped my mind. It's just completely slipped my mind, and it's annoying when that happens because you're just like, oh God, you know, it's such an important thing. It would be such a great way of, because I have sold a fair bit of pop culture stuff on eBay, even though my prices tend to be a bit higher than the competition on eBay because of obviously me adding the automatic 10% to cover the fees, etc. I still do sell some stuff on there, and you know, missed opportunity, very missed opportunity. Okay. I'm going to be listing a Warhammer 40k thing now. I have a website already for Amazon wholesale, but I'm changing business plans and focus and want to use the same website, just need to update the page. Oh, okay. So you're aware of what goes into it. So I hope you didn't think I was like teaching you to suck eggs. I can't teach you anything anyway, but I hope you understand I wasn't meaning anything by anything I said, just in case. Just saying. Leanne says, it is a shame that the spring fair at NEC has been cancelled this year, but understandable, of course, recurrent situation. Yeah, fairs, if I'm honest with you guys, like fairs were the thing that kicked this direction off for us. A little chat time, I suppose, because you know, why not? A few years ago now, we went to a couple of like we went to like Comic Cons, and it was the first time we've been to a Comic Con. It was actually a really good friend that invited us a couple of years ago, and it was the Birmingham one, in the NEC Birmingham Comic Con, and we had an amazing time. My daughters loved it. I mean, they were in their element. My girls were in their element. The only thing they were disappointed about is our first time going, and we didn't go in any cosplay, right? So I'm certain the next time we go, we're all gonna have to go cosplaying as whatever. And yeah, I feel that I feel that it's one of those things where like you when you go somewhere and you soak it all in, and for days and weeks after, Beck and I were just talking about the opportunities there, because obviously there's a lot of vendors and sellers there. And when you go to a Comic Con, you think, oh, it's only going to be like big sellers there, right? And when you go there, you realize, no, it's not. It's a lot of people that are just fans of pop culture, of whatever they're into, and they've got stalls there, and that's how that was like the seed of the idea of kind of doing that kind of stuff. But then it kind of obviously changed to doing the market to get some practice, and then the shop came from that, really. So it's just like, yeah, it's funny how things come by. You and Leanne mentioning the spring fair, that kind of reminded me of that. I'd love to go to way more of those, because you can make contacts, and you can see how business is done and stuff. So I really need to, yeah. Zahir is at the IG trading site that I can see on the bottom of your desktop. Yes, it is the IG platform. Yes. Hey from Scotland, says Ziggy. I've been watching your videos for about 4 to 5 years ago, since you were a baby. Thank you, Ziggy. I appreciate you sticking with it for so long. Really appreciate it. Question: eBay now collects VAT on all non-UK sales. Will that help you be more competitive in the toy and collectible market? Ooh. That's my dog. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it will or won't. It remains to be seen. But yeah, they I think some people are saying, I think the sales tax being collected. I mean, like the item that I just sold had sales tax on it as well. So that the buyer paid, that I didn't see any of. So, but they paid it. I went to the Spring Fair, Leanne, about 35 years ago. It covered every hall. Oh, but I go to the print and digital show now. Oh, okay, Mike. I used to go for many years buying Christmas products. I also had a trade stand for 2 years selling bow ties to the trade too. Oh, wow. See, that's the thing. So much gets learned and so much happens at those places. It's crazy. Like, all these trade fairs are just great places to go. And then people fly out to like China and stuff as well to see products and meet manufacturers and things. That's just another level, man. That sounds interesting. Shazad is off to bed, have an early start. That's a good point. I might just work through that invoice. I've only got a couple of things on that invoice, and then I might do a couple more on another one, and then I think I will probably also call it a night. I don't want to be on for hours and hours. Oh, bless him, he's sat down now. He's okay. Right, let's get on to the next item, and that is going to be this Warhammer 40k new product, and let me just get you guys back onto the other view so you can see what it is that I'm doing. That's gone really flat. That Coke has. It's gone really flat. Let's do some work here. I forgave the capitalization and punctuation, but the A is unforgivable. Thanks for bumping in, Highway Bus. Yeah, it was a very late stream that I started, so I didn't put any effort or thought into the title, really. My apologies, Highway Bus. My sincerest apologies. All right, let's get this keyring listed. Warhammer. People love their Warhammer stuff, man. Look at that. list on eBay, and keychains, use flat rate, other 48-hour service, and then we are going to go to the price here, $8.99. I'm going to put the SKU information into here, enable stock management. I know I've got more than one, but still. Use fixed price, good till cancelled, new. Copy the EAN number across as well. And we will go for PayPal. And that's that sorted. I found out about sublimation printing onto fabric at the spring fair. It completely changed my business and led me to having my own factory and huge machines eventually, just from networking. See, Leanne, that's an amazing, thank you for sharing that, because I really do feel that it can sometimes feel a bit airy fairy type thing, you know, if you say stuff like that, like, oh, networking, they're kind of buzzwords almost, but when they're coming from a place of experience, it hits home harder and it hits home true. And if I hadn't gone to the Comic-Con, if I hadn't seen the things that I'd seen, I mean, it was Rebecca really that really got buzzed by it. She was like, "There's something here," you know, like she was really, and she knows that, you know, I love all that kind of stuff as well. And we just got talking, and you know, it's crazy where ideas come from and where they can take you. We had no intentions of doing any of this stuff, and then it just, because of going to the trade fairs and going to the fairs, and Comic-Con's not even a trade fair, so it's just like a fair that's open to the public, but you get it's the fact that it gives you ideas, you know, even though it's not like a trade fair, it's got traders there, and you see things and you see how it all functions. It's crazy, and it is a mind opening, like mind bending thing. So that's a really amazing thing to share, Leanne. Actually, I absolve you. Thank you, Highway Buzz. Appreciate it. I wave my disabled blue badge and am able to park next to the Hall 17 for the show. I do printing, says Mike. Okay. Do you interrupt Alf's sleep when you work late? Does he get cranky? Bless him. He doesn't get cranky. He will just go to sleep, and like when it's time for me to go to bed, he would just wake up all kind of groggily and follow me up. Bless him. But he, you know, he's normally waking us up in the morning. You know, he normally wakes us up. Mike, I used to go to the print show as well. Love a good trade show, but retired now, says Leanne. I did do sublimation printing, says Mike. Ah, cool. Aid says that's amazing, isn't it just? And isn't it amazing that like we've got people in the chat like that have got so many different backgrounds and how they've gotten to what they're doing. I ended up in hospital for 6 months in 2019 and had to shut everything down, says Mike. Harry Humstone, hi, how are you? Brum Reseller, yeah, there you go. There's another person that's journey is just kind of taken them, you know, along. Bromley says, I never thought I'd be opening a record shop, but 10,000 vinyl later, here I am. Yeah, you know, that's how it goes. I mean, it was the same thing that with the radio control car parts, just the sheer volume of the parts, you know, the sheer volume of the stock that we bought changed overnight, changed our eBay business overnight, literally. You know, one day we're selling like craft stamps and jeans and trainers and shoes, and then the next day suddenly all we're selling is stacks and stacks of radio control car parts. It literally changed the whole direction. And obviously when you see success in something, you follow the rabbit hole further down, and then that led us towards like the website side of things as well, because we wanted more. We were like, oh, how do we keep getting this stock? How do we keep getting these parts? So yeah, it's amazing. You can never tell how things are going to work out and how things are going to change and where your direction is going to go, and I think that's so much of the excitement of it. But yeah, so I can imagine ending up with so much vinyl. It's pretty amazing. And good luck with the shop. I'm sure it will be a success when you get it how you want it. I look forward to seeing it. Mike, we had 3 massive die sub printers and 2 heat presses. It was so exciting building it all up. Wow. I feel Z is rather calm and subdued without the effervescent wafts of Alf's farts and Beck's warranted rain. Thank you, Highway Bus. I'm glad you like the Zen atmosphere. And no more Vex. Good evening. A long story short, Krillin, what's the good word? And just doing a little bit of work, Rob. Just doing a little bit of work. What did you sell on the market stalls here, Keely? I only actually did the market stall for a few weeks, and it was actually like the toys and action figures, the pop culture stuff. So, that would be my dream job, bro. I'm so cool, says Aid. Yeah, he's definitely mad for his LPs, vinyls, and music. And he's got an amazing talent of being able to reproduce any song you want, in his own version, and he does a great job. I had mug and flatbed pies and printer, but I'm a reseller in printing. Now can do it from my bed. I can deliver in 48 hours turnaround, says Mike. Wow. It's amazing how people adapt to things. It's like a domino effect. One thing leads to another. 100%. It really is. It's funny how little things take you down different paths and you never see it coming. You'll never see it coming. Nick says, we used to go to trade weekends for trading card retailers, all paid for by wizards of the coast, learnt so much and got very drunk with other retailers. See, that sounds so cool, like networking like that. That's, networking is... I think networking's got such negative connotations because it just sounds like a buzzword, like blue sky and things like that. Oh, you got to network, and but it's true. The corny comments are true. There's was it a corny kind of saying? Your network is your net worth. Oh God, it makes me sick just saying it, but it's true. Really true. Okay. Rob asked, do you have an office at the store? I do have an office at the store, and it's a small office, but it does the job very well, Rob. It does the job very well. Hold on, am I in the middle of doing something here? I think I am. Hey Bluegrass Picker, how are you? I have thousands of 7-inch 45s. I love vinyl. Wow, Bluegrass Picker. No More Vexes. How did you get into selling? What inspired you to start? My very first time searching for like how to make money online. Like everyone does that, right? At some point. It was years ago now. I was getting sick of my job. I was a rep for EA. And I was driving miles. Like we had huge patches, like covering miles and miles of the country. And before that, I did the same job for Nestle, selling chocolate. And I was just searching for ways of making money. And I came across all the Americans at the time. There was Gil Daddy, but the guy that really got to me was a guy called DIY Mike. And he shared how in his first year of eBay, he did like $150,000 selling car parts or whatever. And I was like, wow, but it didn't quite click. I was like, yeah, but he's in America. It's different, isn't it? And then I came across this guy called Nick. He was in the UK. And he was talking about how he buys and sells things here in the UK and sells them on eBay and makes money. And that's what made it real. So I was inspired by, in the end, Nick, really. Nick's channel, obviously, I'm sure you know it. Nick Hills in the UK, No More Vex. Yeah, it's his fault. He kind of made it real, if you know what I mean. Like, because it's when you see things being done from afar, it's one thing. You know, like when you see it being done like from a distance, you're getting like a second or third hand idea of it. But when it's being done like in your neck of the woods, it's very different. It makes it real. That's how I feel. Okay, let me just quickly make sure that I have saved these. Have I even saved these? I don't even think I have. Oh, I have. Okay, cool. Oh no, I haven't. I haven't actually saved them. Okay, let's get these saved. Save image as PAL. Ooh. Save image as PAL. Save image as PAL. Select files, and there we are. All right. They were saying on the news that vinyl was one of the items that did really well during lockdowns of last year, says Keely. This is why he needs Bex. Might be less zen, but she keeps him on track. 100% Keely. Yeah, all thanks to Beck, really. Like, when it comes down to actually doing this stuff, she's amazing. I'm on my way to my warehouse office dungeon, says Rob. Okay. Boom, listed £363 worth of board game spares whilst watching. Man alive, spares. Those must be that's a crazy amount. Who's this guy, Nick? I've watched Nick, he's awesome, as are you. I've always bought and sold stuff since I was very young. Do you pursue as a livelihood or carry on in what I'm qualified to do, especially with lockdown? It is my main income. My wife Rebecca has a full-time job. We did try to both do this and earn 2 full-time incomes, working like for ourselves, but we weren't able to make enough money, and that could be down to a number of things. We just weren't able to make enough money to cover 2 incomes and still grow the business. It wasn't happening. So Rebecca, my wife, is working full time, and then that's meaning that the house rent, etc., is covered, and then that also means that the business we're not having to take all that money out for the household expenses, which has in turn helped the business grow over the past couple of years, and we've done we're doing much better that way. Nick got a lot to answer for, hasn't he, Z? I started watching him and learned loads, says Mike. Nick, you know what Nick has done for countless thousands and thousands of people. That's a lot of good karma if you think about it. It's weird talking about myself on a different profile, says I watched the Gil Daddy vids for years and DIY Mike. Yeah, I mean, that was it. DIY Mike was the person that originally really kind of resonated with me, like watching his videos, his early videos. Now he does completely different stuff. He's heavily into his tuning cars and whatnot. But yeah, I watched Tom the English Picker as well, says No More Vex. Yeah, Tom was old school, man. Tom was like the first UK reselling channel that I know of. I can see Nick Hill selling on eBay for the rest of his life. He just loves selling. Yeah, you do have to love selling. You do have to just love it, and it is lifestyle type thing. Gary says, "Hi Z, what made you open a shop?" It was opportunity. It was we just started. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, like in the stream, we just started going to we just started going to like comic cons, and and we had the idea of stalls. You know, we knew people that were selling stalls at fairs and things like that, and it was just interesting, like the seeing when you go to a Comic-Con, it's a bunch of people that are mad for pop culture, okay, mad for pop culture, and right in front of them, there are traders with pop culture goods, and it's the perfect match, isn't it? It's like it would be like, imagine if you were selling dolls and you went to a doll collectors fair, and doll collectors pay money to go into the doll collector fair to be sold to. That it's like the perfect thing. Like it was amazing, and the buzz was incredible. And it just made it was just it was just brilliant, and it kind of got the whole idea going of doing fairs and selling face to face. And we have a market every Thursday where I live, so that's how we started out. And then the shop happened to turn up. Literally, it just happened to become available, and it was perfect because it was the right price, the right size, and yeah, it just happened very quickly. Is it bad to go with seasonal items? I couldn't answer that, no more Vex. I've never really listened to seasonality. I think it's cold somewhere in the world, and you're always surprised when you're going to sell something. I wouldn't not list something, like I wouldn't stop myself listing a winter coat just because it was summer, for example. If I had a good winter coat to list in the middle of summer, I'd still list it in the middle of summer, and you'd be surprised. People will just buy things. The Hills get so much hate in some Facebook reselling groups. I don't get it at all. Come across as jealousy. Keely, it will be jealousy. And also that is the reason why I don't do Facebook at all. That's my honest opinion. I just don't do Facebook. I just can't stand it. I think it's I'm sure it's great to keep in touch with family and friends, but otherwise it's a toxic environment. Gil Daddy was the first reseller I watched. Yeah, I remember watching Gil Daddy and Gil Mama videos. Those guys have gone from strength to strength as well. Oh, there you go. Nothing new. We have received hate since my first video. I left all reselling Facebook groups. Yeah, it's not worth being in them, isn't it? It just isn't. There's nothing. Overall, I don't feel there's much good that comes out of it. Okay. Let's get some more photos done. Gosh, you know what? It's so easy to get distracted talking to you guys, which is brilliant, by the way. I'm really grateful that you're here to talk to. That's the whole point of going live, right? I mean, to talk to people. So, or in my case, I just like talking lots, and it strokes my ego that there's people that are happy to listen. So, just saying. Right. Preview this. This is probably the longest listing ever. Like the longest listing ever. Is it? Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's gone fine. Let's publish that. I've had a lot of time wasters in the marketplace. So many fake items as well. Yeah. I mean, one of the reasons I did still keep a Facebook account was because of the Facebook marketplace, but I just think Facebook marketplace is just full of people asking ridiculous money for stuff now. I think I don't know, it's not my cup of tea. Got to go walk the dogs. Bye everyone, stay safe. You stay safe as well, Keely, walking the dogs at this time of night. But yeah, I stay safe. Thanks for popping in. Right, is prepared, verify. Okay. Everyone is free to have their opinions, and I'm free to completely ignore them. Very true. Very true. Okay. Yeah. All the big YouTubers like Rally Roots get criticized so much. They should just get on with their own lives lives and stop trolling others. Yeah, I mean, it's always the way, Leanne. Unfortunately, it's not nice that it happens, but I can't even explain why it happens. Really, I just don't understand. I mean, it's just people. I think it's literally. I think it's just people. I think People are like that sometimes. They just can't stand. They just can't stand it. It bothers them, and just I can't get my head around it. I just don't know why. But it's a good reason to really, for me anyway. That's why I avoid Facebook, because I just think it's such a negative thing. I much prefer to talk to people and that kind of that have a more positive outlook, and it's just, I don't know. Night's Life says, that's why I run my own reseller Facebook page, Keely. If someone is horrible, I boot them out. Good luck with it, Rich. I hope it stays that way. I think the only thing with Facebook pages or Facebook groups is eventually it might grow to the point where you need, where it becomes almost impossible to keep it civil or to keep it nice. I think every Facebook group I've ever seen starts out with great intentions, like no question is ever going to be too stupid. We're always going to help. There's not going to be any negativity. Any questions asked, from beginners to seasoned resellers. But eventually, what happens is you let enough people in, and just the size of it, and people will start getting annoyed at simple questions, or they'll start having opinions about the way other people are doing things, and it just always devolves into, it degenerates. It just becomes a bit of a mess. But if you can do it, and I'm sure people have done it successfully, probably just requires a lot of work to keep it super positive. Very true here. Remember the Tat Chat group. Well, Nick, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I mean, obviously, like we left after a while because it was just you just start thinking it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Yeah, you'll even adding mods, etc. Richard, I mean, you know what? I'm sure every situation is different, but obviously make sure that when you're like choosing your mods, that people are on the same page as you are. In terms of what vibe you want, that it's all about the vibe of the group and the atmosphere. But unfortunately, I think people just, it's going to be so difficult, especially the more you grow, because people are just going to start having opinions. Like, everyone has opinions about things, and it's just people. I mean, look at me this morning spouting my political opinions. What a stupid thing to do that was, man. Tommy and Tracy are never going to let me on their channel again. Hi Z from across the pond. Interesting take this morning on the world's events. Really, Joyce? Oh gosh. No. Oh gosh. I'm thank you for that comment, Joyce. Interesting is one way of putting it. I regret sharing my point of view, put it that way. Afterwards I felt, what was I thinking? Like, I should just What bothers me the most is people in chats making snide comments without contributing anything. Oh, wait. Snide it's only natural. Peter Gregg, how are you? Wow. Thank you for popping in. Peter Gregg, by the way, guys, amazing channel. Absolutely amazing channel. He's into his cameras. By the way, Peter, I'm using a Canon M6 Mark II. I don't have a very good lens though. I'm using like the 11-22 vlogging lens. I want to get the Sigma 16mm f1.4. But yeah, I really appreciate you popping in. Lol, Joyce Scott. Yeah, honestly, interesting is the only way you can put it on world events. Oh, I don't know. It is Tommy, and I normally never talk about this stuff. No, never regret what comes from the heart. But you know what it is, right? I think this is the thing. I normally keep, like, things like that. You've got to be careful, because even though that might be what I feel about things, you don't want to alienate people. You don't want to, because some people, like, I can be quite objective. Like, I'm happy to communicate, sit down and talk to people that have got a different viewpoint. Not everyone does that, and some people won't be comfortable, you know, communicating or dealing with someone that they feel is fundamentally different. And I don't want people to kind of feel like they can't, talk to me because I think like this or I think like that. I kind of don't want to. And normally I'm really good at not talking about that stuff, but Tommy and Tracy's chat, it's like a special place, isn't it? It's like it brings out something in you, it brings out, I don't know what it brings out, but it does bring out something in you, and it makes you feel free to say stuff. Zahir, you turned me on to Peter's channel. Oh, isn't his Christmas room just ridiculous, Tracy? Oh my god. His Christmas room is the coolest thing. The coolest thing. Oh, I just absolutely love it. At first, when I first started watching his videos, I literally didn't. I had, because the quality is amazing as well. He has really crazy quality as well, and the picture quality. At first, I wasn't sure whether it was like some kind of a set, or like I couldn't tell whether he was like superimposed, like his depth of field, and yeah, he's a lovely guy. He's a lovely guy. I have the M62 here for 2 weeks and the 16mm Sigma. Wow. I'll make a video with it. Feel free to give me your input. I will do, Peter. That's amazing. I look forward to seeing it. I must have missed something. Did you profess your undying love for Man U or something? Nothing that bad, Highway Bus. Nothing that bad. No. Right, so I've actually gotten through 2 invoices. I'm not gonna sit here and go through more because it is definitely proving to be difficult because I can't keep on talking to you guys, which is great. But I'm gonna. It was nice to at least get some done, and it felt good to have gotten some done. I still have a few to get through, but not many. This will probably get done tomorrow at the shop, and then I'll be totally up to date, and then I'll be able to concentrate on ordering some stuff in. I'm actually going to be ordering in some radio control models for the shop. That's going to be the plan. Nothing kind of high end though. It's going to be like fun stuff that people can use. There's this thing called the I'll show you what I'm looking at ordering. Should I show you guys what I'm looking at ordering? This is quite cool actually. I'm looking at ordering things like what is it? FTX. Right, I'll show you. I'm looking at ordering things like this. So the RRP is $69.99, which is kind of like it's a respectable price. I mean, considering how expensive radio control can be, but this is just like a fun vehicle. Like it's like a tracked tank type thing. It's got gull wing doors. That the doors open like gull wings, and then it's an all-terrain vehicle. And I think it would be really, really perfect to have in the shop, like this kind of thing. I'm going to have some of that kind of thing in the shop. I'm also looking at getting like small cars. But also, the other thing I want to get are things like this. That's perfect. It's $49.99 RRP. That would be an amazing thing to have in the shop. A little radio controlled boat, because we've got a canal right near us and people will love to just zip boats around. And actually, I'd love to zip a RC boat around in the canal, Sounds like a lot of fun. I'm like, why wouldn't you? I mean, just look at it. It'd be so cool to do that. So that's the kind of thing I'm going to look at and at introducing, because I don't want to... cool stuff. This is cool stuff as well, and it's something I enjoy. So that's the kind of thing I want to add. But I'm not going to order any of that stuff until I've sorted out all of these invoices, and then I can work on other stuff. That's going to be the plan. Wow, how long have we been chatting for? 1 hour 40. I knew it was a long time. 1 hour 40. Sorry, guys. What else? Nice Life says hi to Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. I just want to say a massive thank you for everybody popping in and saying hi. Really do appreciate it. Means an awful lot. It was nice to get some listings done. It was nice to have a little chat. With a pocket full of business cards, go to the canal and try one out. Try out one of the boats. As people come around, you can hand out your cards. Frankie's finds that is a lovely idea, except I'll do it when we have less social distancing. But that is a really good idea, though, Frankie's finds, actually. But thank you, everybody, for popping in. I really appreciate it. If anybody else is about to go live, or you know someone that's about to go live, feel free to put the link into the chat, or their name into the chat if it doesn't let you put a link in. If you're a mod, you should be able to put a link in, and take it from there, guys. Thank you for popping in, and I will see you guys in the next video.